Hey everybody, it's a new day. In fact, it's 2 days later. You saw the fight that I had getting the pulley off the motor. I think I cut a bunch of that out. You didn't see much of it, but it was a fight. And by the time I got done, you know, that old pulley had a lot of rust on it, a lot of rot. So I decided to go ahead and just rip it apart, tear it apart, and go get another pulley. And instead of just getting online and ordering one and having to wait days on it, I need to get this mower going again. So I went down to the local tractor place and I bought some materials, and I bought a pulley, and I bought the weld-in sheave, adapter, hub, whatever you want to call it, and I built one. This is what's left of the original pulley. I put it on my lathe. I got it down to where I could read some dimensions on it, and I built a replacement that's the same depth right through here, and the only thing is it's a little bit bigger around. So here's the thing, we also got something else new. Obviously the motor was bad, so haha, what do we have here? Oh wait, it's a box of shirts. No, it's a rag. We had 14.5, now we're at 17.5. 500 cc's either way, right? So my thought is, it says, the rating says it's a little bit more horsepower. So if I've got more horsepower, I ought to be able to handle a little bit bigger pulley. A little bigger pulley is going to put me a little bit more speed to my blades. If it don't work, I probably won't know. So we're going to put it together and go with it. Y'all hang out with me. I'm going to stop there. And then this is supposed to go up here like so. Is it going to work? That's going to work. But for now, I'm going to leave one side off because I got to get a belt on it, and that's difficult. Now here's the depressing part of this story. My wife didn't go to the store to get me a new belt. Do I put the old one on it? Let me go look at it. Alright, so here's the old belt. Let me set this thing down so we can see. I could have sworn, there they are, some cracks in it. Yeah, I don't really like it. It's got a really good gash in the side here where it's worn down. But I think just for the night I'm going to put it on there, and I'll have to put a new one on it later. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going the wrong way with it. This has got to go around here because that's disengaged. I'm not sure that I'm going to have enough belt there to go on that pulley anyway. Let me get back here so you can see. I'm going to have to put a lens on this thing or something. So I'm going to flop the motor down there and we're going to find out if I can get it on there. Oh yeah, ain't nothing. Perfect. Alright folks, I think I'm going to call it quits there for the day. As you can tell, I have been bending over for a while. I sure wish I had something like a, I don't know, a crane or a backhoe to raise this thing up, but I don't. Backhoe belongs to my dad, and it's out on the job a lot, so it's rarely at home. Anyway, here's what we got. This is the new harness coming out. This is the old harness. It goes down here. You can see where this wire right here got really hot. That is a ground wire down in there. This is actually the wire that goes to the switch, that through the switch grounds the engine. So it's gonna get hooked. Well, I say that. I got a gray wire here and a black wire. The black wire is the kill wire. When you ground that, the ignition shuts off. The gray wire is the charging wire. So it goes through the switch over here, back into the battery through this red wire right here, under here. So I have got to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the old harness wire off. You see it had two wires here. I'm not sure why. But you see the kind of shape that wire was in. It's been like that for a long time, and I've been real lucky it didn't just burn everything down. But I'm going to cut this wire in my thumb, under my thumb off, flush down there, and probably put some silicone on it to seal it. This wire on this side, you can see that connector is already there. I might just splice that joker, but the wires are kind of rotted out, so I need to do something about that. So that's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll splice that in and use this connector right here. Maybe not that connector, but yeah, you get the point. Anyway, so the wiring, I'll do that next time. I don't know about tomorrow, but next time. And I got to put oil in it. It has 0 oil in it. And the belt, as far as the belt goes, it wasn't, this thing here wasn't hard to engage with the old engine. So now with the bigger pulley, there's a lot more tension on the belt. I like that because I know that it's not going to bounce loose. I was afraid there before it quit mowing on me. I was afraid that it just flop over there and it just sit there and bounce. And I was afraid it would disengage while I was mowing. So that's a lot better now. Man, I can't wait to get this thing going. The problem is we just mowed the yard this weekend with that and that one and this one. So I'm not in a hurry to get it done, but if you know what I'm talking about, things happen. I want to get this thing done and have it out of the way. So anyways, we'll get a few more minutes of video finishing this thing up and we'll get it running. Y'all hang tight. Alright, I couldn't stand it. I'm back out here. Here's the harness off the engine, the old engine, and here's the harness on the new engine, or off, well, it's still the same mower, but put these together. You see this connector has 2 wires on it, but on the harness there is no wire on that bottom side there. So it's just goes together like so. So these are your charging wires that go from the alternator so that's going to be this wire right here. So let's see if we can make this work. Good old Harbor Freight. I hope y'all can hear that. That is Crew on the go-kart. I'm gonna have to get on him about spinning the tires in my yard, digging my grass up. I gotta have grass to mow. Alright, so now that feels pretty decent and tight. Really wish I had some heat shrink that would go over this end. But it's got a bunch of oil on it, so I'm gonna go get some carb cleaner and some brake parts cleaner and see if I can get that oil off there before I tape it all up. Alright, we'll give that a minute to dry off. Alright, folks. There's that. Need to get some zip ties and tie those together down there. Maybe around that cord, that battery cable right there. Now we need to put this thing here on. That just sticks in that hole there and bends around. Can't even see it. I hear Crew coming. I think he ran out of gas. Got to pull the little keeper out of there. Now you can go to whatever that is.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Crew.
Is it okay if I fill up the go-kart with gas?
Is it okay if you fill it up?
Yeah.
I don't know, can you?
I want to see. Can I?
Give me just a minute and I'll oversee it, okay?
I'm gonna go get Crew.
Alright, so there is choke position, and that's idle. Let me try to get you in there. So this rod right here is the thing that pushes the choke. And when I pull up on the throttle, there it is engaging the choke. I let off. That's in pretty much wide open position. It's got a little groove in the throttle lever. That's wide open. A little bit more is choked. And then down there is idle. I think it's time for some gasoline and some oil. He needs gasoline. We'll get some oil in this thing and charge the battery up and we'll see if it fires up. I got about 4 gallons, no, that's about half full, so 3 gallons of gas in that can, and this boy with no shirt on is about to dump it in there. I hope he knows it doesn't take much to make that little tank get full.
I'm gonna drive it back there.
Boy, this is heavy.
You need to put the spout in there.
Do you need help, sir?
Get over and help him. Get the gas on you.
No, I don't want the gas on.
Then hold the spout in the hole for him.
Lift it up.
See the gas?
Down, down, down.
Down, down. Okay, bring it
That's
up.
good enough for now. Before I start it, I pulled the spark plug out, so it doesn't have any compression. And I'm going to spin the motor over several revolutions and get some oil bounced around inside it, get it lubricated a little bit. And then we'll put the plug in it and make it fire. The moment of truth. I'm happy with it. Them blades are spinning a lot faster than they've ever spun before, I bet. Well, except for when the motor was about to blow up and the governor was letting it open up a little farther than it should. So, hey, that brand new motor cranks and runs. So, I don't know. I can't end the video with mowing because I'm not ready to go mow. So we're just gonna cut it off here. And if you want to see it mow, you'll come back for the next one.